Hello and welcome. What's up? We are going to be reading some Hebrew. I have with me today Jonathan and Colton. Howdy, gentlemen.
Howdy.
What's up? How are we doing?
The sky.
The sky is up.
Yeah,
This
blood
is
pressure
true.
probably.
Blood pressure.
Who's
Probably. Ooh,
I
the
hope
red today.
Yeah. So I'm Jason. Jonathan's in the middle. Colton's over there on the right side. We're all here as we do on Mondays to read some Hebrew. We've got 3 people in the live chat, so please say hello as you can. אתה רוצה לשים אותו, תודה רבה.
As far as how I'm doing, Ani Patsati, it's Berkshili.
Huh?
Ani Patsati,
נפצעתי בברך?
Nitsati Baberek. Shili.
You got wounded?
No, I hurt my leg. Literally, I injured my leg. Injured my knee.
Wow.
Would you use the Hithbael for that?
Yes,
This
it's
is
נפצעתי. I was wounded in the knee.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got you.
wow. Okay, are you okay?
Yeah, I can't really walk. I can walk. I limp really bad right now.
What, did you fall
Hey,
down?
welcome to my world.
Do what?
Did you fall down?
No, thankfully I didn't. I was. It's just it's a combination of my weight and trying to do more than what my knee can do at the same time. It didn't work out for me, but I'm pretty sure I blew my ACL out. So, and the other leg.
I
no.
don't know
didn't-
what an ACL is, but I think it hurts.
Yeah. Honestly,
for
it doesn't
me, right?
hurt. Yeah. I did it in high school, and so I know I confirmed that what I did in high school was in fact my ACL.
Did you have to have surgery for it?
No, they probably won't. They wouldn't do surgery when I was in high school because I weighed too much. So it's basically just like stay off of it and let it heal.
Look
and
what I got.
Laura wants you to feel better. Laura's
Oh,
here.
pretty
Hi,
good.
Laura.
What is it?
I got new pen.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Adele is here. We have a full house.
Wow.
Look at
Adele.
that.
Hello,
Hi,
Adele.
Adele. How you doing?
I'm here.
Welcome. Do you think Ava's going to come?
She said she would. I mean, I texted her. She said she might.
Well, welcome aboard. We are in Parashat Bo. Parashat Bo. Bo is the imperative come, right? Like we're not going to see that in our reading because we're reading a later part of it. But as like several of you are obviously Patreon members, so I want to say thank you guys very much. Adel is right there, and the Chavirim and Colton, Eva, and John Leifer. So yeah, you are on there. This is the passage that we are going to read, or at least start to read. In the half-hour preparation, we were able to get through the entire thing. This is Exodus chapter 12, verses 29 through 51. It's the whole last part of the chapter. Let me get rid of the names so we're not blocked. Just so we know, this is the part of the story during which the plagues have already taken place. This is the final plague, the death of the firstborn. And the people of Egypt and the Pharaoh finally saying, get out, go. It's interesting because the people were asking, Moses was asking anyway, in the name of the people, let us go into the desert and worship God because we have a festival. It's kind of a lie because there was no festival, right? They didn't have any holidays. They didn't have any festivals at that time. But he says, we have a holiday, we have a festival, and we need to go and celebrate it to our God. And in the end, it doesn't say just that they let them go, but they actually kicked them out. It said that the people were expelled using the root garash. It says gorshu. They were expelled. They were kicked out. We'll see that hopefully later on in the passage. But notice the word bechor. Bechor is the word for firstborn, because that's what we're talking about. In the previous part of the parashah, it specifically goes through the things that they had to do to protect their own children from dying when the angel came. And in this, we've already had it happen. So we're starting in verse 29. And I'll go ahead and get us started, and we'll read according to the order on the screen, if that's cool. So, Vayhi b'chatzi halayla, va'Adonai hika kol bekor, kol, oh my goodness, I said bekor be'eretz Mitzrayim, mi bekor Paro, hayoshev al kis'o. The one sitting here is not the Bechor, it's not the firstborn son, it's Pharaoh that sits on the throne. Ad Bechor hashvi. Shvi is what we say today, Shevi. It means captivity, but it's talking about Ben Shvi, like a person who's in captivity. Asher Beveit Habor. Bor means pit, like Joseph was put into a bowl when he was before he was sold into Egypt. It's also used in this case for actually a referent to prison. Beit Habor, the house of the pit, means a place where you go when you're just dropped in and not seen from anymore, a prison. V'chol bechor be'ema. Okay, so let's go back through it. And it came to pass, it happened in the middle of the night, b'chatzi halayla. Chatzi halayla is the half of the night. We would say today b'chatzot. Chatzot means midnight. Chatzot. Why did I put that there? I don't know. Chatzot, midnight. Chatzot halayla. Chatzot halayla means the middle of the night, just like here. Chatzot halayla is the same as chatzi halayla. Okay, it means midnight. Okay, so it came to pass at midnight that Adonai hika chol bechor be'eretz Mitzrayim. The Lord struck. And when it says struck, which literally means to hit, right? He hit him. Doesn't really mean he hit, it means he killed. So God killed all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh, the one who sits upon the throne, until, that means this is inclusive, it's the highest all the way to the lowest, inclusive. Ad b'chor shvi, to the firstborn of captivity, who is sitting in the pit, the house of the pit, and all the firstborn of the beast. So also it's man and animal. Okay. Hayoshev al kis'o, the one sitting. This is a participle. Kis'o, his seat, his throne. As far as verbs are concerned, notice hika is the normal form, the hifil of what people say nacha, which I don't like, but it's lehakot. Lehakot is the infinitive, to strike or to kill. Apart from that, verbs, that's all the verbs. So vayhi, hika, and hayoshev. It's kind of weird that it says hika instead of vayach. Vayach Adonai kol bechor be'eretz Mitzrayim. You would expect your vayiktol. What do you guys think about the fact that the vayiktol is broken? It's vayihi, subject, and katal. What do you think of the structure? Why might it be doing that?
Focus or topicalization. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I really jumped off the topic of Colton's wound, didn't I? It's my autism. I'm just like, right to the
No,
thing.
it's fine. We didn't need to focus on it anymore. I'm okay. It hurts only when I walk, and if I walk on it funny. But I appreciate everyone's concern. But I'm good.
All right. I'm sorry to jump off of it. I was just like, we're here to read Hebrew.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I'm doing okay.
So I think also that it's probably focus. That it's interesting because in the before it talked about an angel doing it, right? Malach, and now it's not an angel that's striking all the firstborn. It's God Himself. The Lord struck all the firstborn of Egypt.
Yeah, Yeah, it just the it would imply to me the application of the fronting is that the time frame, the frame setting phrase is what's important here, right? And so there's a lot of ways he could have said it. It was the Lord struck them in the middle of the night, but he instead, and it was in the middle of the night. So that it's the pulling that frame setting forward. But yeah,
I think it would be focused on that word right there. Like, and it came to pass in the middle of the night that the Lord struck all the firstborn. Like it's that word is receiving attention.
Oh yeah, okay, sure, yeah. I see what you're saying now. I'm. I think both might be the
who
case.
Struck all
Yeah,
the firstborn in Egypt. It was
very-
Adonai.
I was just focused. I was focused on the wrong part.
Very
I see what you're
Homesteadian
saying
of
now.
you. Well, we could have two competing schools of thought as well. The
Yeah.
other one could be
No,
just as valid.
to be fair, yeah, I wasn't even reading that far, right? But yeah, when he's talking about breaking the Vayikol pattern, right?
We would expect this to be Vayikol. That's
Right,
Vayat
exactly. Yeah,
Adonai.
I for some reason thought for some reason I was thinking that like we would expect like Vayhi and then the Lord like after that, and that's not the right verb governing the right thing. that's my fault. I just wasn't reading the whole sentence.
Would it be analogous to, well, that's a prayer, it's not really. Vahiera, Vahivoker, Yom Hashishi. Just kind of like setting the time and then putting the action within that time frame?
Well, this is actually normal. This is normal to set the time this way. This is why we always have here either specifically a time expression. This is almost all the time, or an infinitive construct. The infinitive construct is fronted with bet or kaf, and so it's always an adverbial that comes after vayhi. Vayhi adverbial, and then we have vayiktol. This is the normal pattern. Vayiktol. And we translate it like we can leave this off translation. We just say in the middle of the night this happened. But in this case, there's something different because this is a regular form, not vayiktol, just katal, and the subject has been fronted. So that calls it into focus. Yeah. Anyway. It's a bit different from Vayhiera Vayvoker Yom Echad, because that's not like continuing any action after it. It's like here we have another verb, but there's no other verb in that passage.
Got it.
30, Jonathan.
Vayakom paro laila. I'm sorry. Vayakom paro laila hu v'chol avadav v'chol.
No, you're right. That's Revi'i. It's a stop. So this goes with this.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, you're right. Yep, I was right. So let's try again. Vayakom paro laila hu v'chol avadav v'chol mitzrayim v'tehi tza'aka gadola b'mitzrayim ki en bait asher en sham met. So Pharaoh got up that night, and all of his servants and all of Egypt.
He got up at night. He
and all of his servants and all of Egypt, and there was a great cry in Egypt, for there was not a house where there was not a dead person.
Okay. Yeah. Good. So let's ask ourselves about this. What's it mean? Vayakom paro laila. Wouldn't we expect ba laila?
Is this like every night?
That would be kol laila.
Kol laila.
Kol laila. But this is a single night. It's the night when God killed all the firstborn. Vayakom paro laila.
Yeah, why is there no ba laila?
Good question.
Yes, it is a good question.
Okay, so what are suggestions?
Drawing focus to that particular night.
No. I know the
Okay.
answer.
All right.
Is it comes if you study Latin or Greek.
Oh, the accusative of time when?
Accusative of time. Yes. In Latin and Greek, you have time expressions, genitive, dative, and accusative. I know, Jonathan, you hate Greek because of all the cases.
Yes, you're correct.
Yeah. So genitive of time tells during which. So it's like of night means during the night. And you'd say niktos in the genitive. During the day, you'd say hemeras, during the day. Dative of time tells when, like at what time. Like you say tetrite hora, at the third hour, and it's in the dative. Accusative of time tells when you did something, like a period, you know? So he got up at night. He got up in the morning. And the accusative is used. And so Laila here is unmarked because it's accusative. Accusatives normally in Hebrew end in ah, but you can't change a feminine noun. Or this isn't feminine, but it looks feminine. You can't change it. You can't add Lailata. You know, you do with no ifrat. Ifrat is already ifrat, so you say ifrat. But normally, if you have ah on the end of a word, you can't add another ah because this is already the addition of ah. Because the word is lail. Lail means night, and when you add ah, it's laila. Laila. So it already has an added ah on the end of it. You can't add another one for the accusative. When do we add the accusative? When we have words like mizrach. Mizrach means east, right? So you say mizracha to the east. This is accusative of direction. To the east. Mizbacha to the altar. Yerushalayma to Jerusalem. Mitzrayma to Egypt. Hashamayma to the sky, to the heavens. Okay? So the accusative is used for direction towards and also in time expressions. Okay?
For what it's worth, the NRSV UE has in the night.
Yeah. So Pharaoh got up at night or in the night. Okay? So who is it referring to? The Vayakom? It's actually referring to himself, Pharaoh, and all of his slaves, and all of Egypt. Everyone woke up in the middle of that night.
Except that
Okay? And then they cried out because there was no home in which there was no dead person. What's the Sham doing? En bait asher en sham met. What if we got
there
rid of it?
was no death there.
What if we got rid of it? We said en bait asher en met.
It's being very specific.
Yeah. The way that this has to be expressed in Hebrew is either using sham, which is what we have, or using bo. En bait asher en bo met. This is the resumptive pronoun. Jonathan's favorite thing.
It's my least favorite thing because I can never get it.
The resumptive pronoun, because why is it? Because the word asher is not specific as it is in English. In English, the relative pronoun actually plays a part itself. It takes a form. Asher is unmarked always. And so in order to mark it, you add another piece inside of the phrase. It's not always unmarked. We have ka-asher and ba-asher. La-asher, maybe la-asher, but really ka-asher and ba-asher are the only words that we have. Ka-asher normally takes on the meaning of time, when, and ba-asher often becomes its own expression, meaning on account of something. But normally you need to resume or take up the pronoun again inside of the phrase, where in this case, it's an adverb, where, because it's talking about the house. The house and there are the same thing. So sham is being resumed inside of the asher clause to indicate where. So we say, there was not a house that, not there, a dead person. In other words, there was a dead person in every home. Every home had somebody dead in it. Sad, but that's the way it is. Colton, take us for 31. Sorry, this is going so slow. There's a lot of stuff in these verses. And notice again, Laila as an accusative.
Yeah, so ויקרא למשה לאהרון ולאהרון לילה. ויאמר קומו צאו מתוך עמי, גם אתם גם בני ישראל, ולכו עבדו את יהודה
At who?
Sorry, et Adonai, sorry. There's a reason for it, but the first three are the same. I just inserted a dalet in there too. Kedaberechem. Kedaberechem. Sorry. Kedaberechem. Sorry. That was rough. And he summoned. Sorry.
Who is this?
I'm assuming that's Pharaoh.
Pharaoh, yes.
Yeah. So Pharaoh summoned Moses and Aaron at night.
At night, good. Laila. Accusative of time, when? Great.
And he said, "Get up, get out from the midst of my people. Even you."
So this sounds like expulsion, doesn't it? Get up and get out of my people. Yeah.
You and also the children of Israel.
Who's the atem?
You, Moses and Aaron.
Yes.
And go serve the Lord as you have spoken, as you spoke, according to your speaking.
According to your speaking, yes. Avdu, which is imperative, right? Okay. There are several things to look at. Why does this have dagesh? How do we get to the imperative form? What's going on with this word? Okay. Why do we have dagesh and su?
Yeah, no. That's a great question. I don't know that one.
That's not an easy one. Anybody know? Let's try to find something about it in Gesenius. I can't remember what they called this phenomenon. If anybody knows in the audience. Gesenius.
It's not the yod being represented there, is it? From the root?
Wow, I may have just had it open already. Yeah, I already have it here.
In the first letter of a monosyllable. I think that's it.
So it's like Hish'avali with the dagesh. So in the first letter of a monosyllable, and se'u is monosyllable according to the rules of traditional syllabification, or of a word with the tone on the first syllable after closely connected mil'el ending in a or e. Okay, in this case we don't have. Do we have a or e? We have u. It's kumu, su'u, kumu, right? Kumu, su'u. So that doesn't fit that. It doesn't fit that situation. Such a mil'el is called by the Jewish grammarians ate merachik, coming from far away. Let's see. So it's the attraction of the following tone syllable, dagesh forte conjunctivum, is here also due to the exigencies of rhythm. So shavita shevi, and the shin is doubled. Oshiana, the noon is doubled. Hirchiku sheol, this is also a one syllable word. Hirchivu sheol. Arza kna'an, this dagesh there should not be there in terms of normal, because it's a vowel. It should be arza kna'an, but because of this rule, it's arza kna'an. Na'amida yahad, with the dagesh in the. So there are lots of instances, but it's called dagesh forte conjunctivum in Latin. Let's look for the specific title, and then it will give you something to look at. Both these cases, the dagesh is called compensativum. Compensativum is the compensatory dagesh, but the one we're looking for is conjunctivum. So let's just search for that word. Conjunctivum. Okay? When two words are closely united in pronunciation by dagesh forte conjunctivum, in the first letter of the monosyllable or of a word having the tone, or occasionally the countertone on the first syllable, when closely connected with the preceding word, if that word ends in a tone-bearing kamet, so kamatz, with shva mobile preceding, or a tone-bearing called chik, compressed by the Jewish grammarians. He gives a lot of different instances. It would be worth reading through just to familiarize yourself with it. But just notice that what we have in this instance is the tone syllable here. So this is mil'el. Mil'el, this is the word. Mil'el. It means a word that's not pronounced on the final syllable.
It is a
word pronounced on the final syllable is called mil
Ra.
ra.
Ra.
Mil ra is pronounced on the final syllable, and mil el is pronounced on the syllable before. So we have here mil el, and then right after it a one syllable word si'u. So we have mil el and si'u, and they're closely associated together. So it just works out that we have a dagesh conjunctivum. Conjunctivum means conjunctive. Conjunctive dagesh. Okay? So if you want to study up on it, it's called the conjunctivum.
What purpose does that serve?
Just
No,
grammar.
It's just, is it just grammar, or it's like knowing that helps you in your pronunciation or something like that?
It could affect your pronunciation if you're very conscious of the dagesh, but essentially it's joining the two words very closely.
Okay.
It's as if you have this vowel and then it's ending that in the same consonant, because the consonant is doubled.
So it would be kumutso.
Kumutsu mitoch ami.
Okay, thank you.
It could affect your pronunciation if you are conscious of the sound of dagesh, that is the doubling of the consonant. So like this, ami, not ami, but ammi, ammi. If you're conscious of how to double the consonant, then it could affect it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so that's one thing. This is the dagesh forte conjunctivum. What about this one? How do we get to the imperative form?
Sure. So if we're thinking about the imperative kind of mimicking the Yİktol without the prefix on it for the person. So you would have, in the Yİktol be Ya'avdu, right?
Let's take it with the second person, not the
Ta'avdu. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, that's what I meant. All right. The reason that we have the reason that we have the
Hirik?
sorry. Yeah, so the reason that we have the Hirik is because without the prefix there, this would be a schwa or one of the other schwa combos. And instead of adding the A in, it just probably instead of adding the A sound in that it would normally have as a guttural, it probably just builds on parallel from a non-guttural and just leaves it as Eve from the two schwas coming together.
Yeah. Good. You can do. In modern Hebrew, a lot of people don't like these forms, and so they will just leave them long. Ta'abdu. Ta'abdu. Because it doesn't feel good to say Yivdu, but whatever. Kedaberchem.
Yeah, fun one. Yeah, so this is the PL infinitive construct, which would just be daber, with the prefix of ke, and the suffix of chem for the masculine plural second person. And they're all pretty much there. So
Okay, so what do we got? What do we have going on when we join these? Obviously, we have a vocal shva. This is always chem, never kem, right? Unless there's an energic nun. So rechem. Okay, so what's going on with these ones? Because this would want to be a closed syllable, because it's got segol. Segol means that it's a short vowel, which is needed by a closed syllable. But chaf is aspirant. It's the soft form.
Oh, so it's a medial schwa.
It's medial shva. Yeah. Okay, so this shva right here closes this syllable as if it were closed. It's a short vowel. And it opens the next syllable, rechem, so that it doesn't get the dagesh kal, right? Dagesh, how do you call lene? Dagesh lene. So you, in Latin, forte is the opposite of lene. Lene is weak and forte is strong. In Hebrew, it's chazak versus kal. Kal is light and chazak is strong. Dagesh chazak, dagesh kal. Okay, great. You answered all my questions.
Yay.
Number 32. We are down to.
Don't need a knee for that. Just kidding.
Down to Mr. Leifer.
Gam sonechem, gam bekachem, kehu kaasher di bartem, valechu, u verchem. No. U verchet. Oh, I see. Thank you very much. U verachtem gam oti.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
both-
let's see. These two go together. This one's imperative, right?
Yeah.
Great. I want you to eventually explain that. And good. So what is it? Sonchem and bekarchem.
So both your flocks and your herds. So it's all both your flocks and your herds. Gam, both and, right? Take them. That's imperative.
All right. So this is the verb, right? So
Right.
what purpose do these two words fulfill in the sentence? Like the syntax.
They're the object.
They're the objects. We say specifically direct object, right?
Right. There's no et for there, which you would expect, I guess. But does it just get too unwieldy with the gam? The gam.
You
takes
could
its
say
place?
gam et sonchem, v'gam et bekarchem hu. You could say it. Why are they in this position? Because this is an odd position, right? The verb is here. The verb is in second position, and this is first position.
Take every freaking thing.
Yeah, it's like take it all, take everything you got, and go. Just go.
Mhm.
Get up and go. Get out of here.
Yeah, a lot of times when things are placed in first position, you can put focus on them in translation by saying "and as for" and regarding both your flocks and your cattle, take as you've spoken, right? So it's pulling them into focus. We need to always keep our minds open for this word, focus. Focus is placed on words most of the time when they are put in first position in Hebrew. That's not necessarily the case. There are those who argue that in Greek, focus is often in the last position of the sentence. But in Hebrew, first position will either be occupied by a time expression or by vayiktol, because vayiktol or vekatal, they are fronted, or by something that is pulling focus. Okay, so it's pulling focus. As for your flock and your cattle, take as you've spoken. Valechu. Okay, what is this? Valechu.
Is that a
Valechu.
Hifil imperative?
Hifil?
PL? It's
How
not.
about?
No,
Kal.
it's just a call
Oh,
in pause.
oh,
Yes.
thank you. Thank
It's
you.
the kal of which root?
Halach.
Mm-hmm. Sorry that I'm thirsty as heck. Halach. This is the verb. He went. Okay, so how do we get to the imperative normally?
It's you take the yiktol, get rid of the prefix,
Yeah.
and
Yiktol of the second person.
right.
Okay, so what's the yiktol of the second person?
Um,
Ata.
Yalchu, no? Yalchu.
Ani elech. Ani elech. Let's go to the singular. Sorry, let's do the singular. Ani elech ata.
Elcha.
Elcha
No,
is
no,
the coordinate.
telcha.
Here we go.
Telcha.
Telech.
Oh yeah.
Telech.
All right. Telech.
Okay, so the
Telech.
imperative for this is just by dropping the prefix, the preformative.
Right.
So we say lech. Lech.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Now let's think of the plural. Okay, this should be pretty clear. Atem. We're doing plural.
Telechu.
Yes. Telchu. Okay. Telchu. Telchu. Okay, we get rid of the prefix and we have lechu. That is the imperative, lechu. But remember that we talk about historical vowels and all of that stuff. Originally, if we had telech for ata, telech, okay, the way to make the plural was just by adding u. So we'd say telechu, telechu. That is the historical form where this came from. Telech, telechu. Over time, the accent shifted to the end of the word, and telechu became telechu, telechu. And that syllable right there became de-emphasized, and when it happened, it lost its vowel. So it went to shva, telechu. Okay? What we have here is the return of the historical vowel. That is, instead of telechu, the imperative became lechu. Lechu. And we see the return of the historical vowels in pause. In pause means with sof pasuk, with etnachta, sometimes with revi'i or with zakef katon. Okay, so pause. Pause has to do with the position of the word in the structure of the verse. So lechu is the historical pausal form. So what happened? Why isn't it ve lechu? Ve lechu.
Because it's closely related to the previous word?
That's normally right. Normally right. Like, what's the example from Genesis chapter 1? It said, Vamaim. Ben maim lamaim. Where it's Vatov vara. Tov vara.
Tovara,
Normally
but
good and evil. When it's got va, it's normally X and Y closely related. And the accent is on the beginning of that word, of that syllable. In this case, we have the accent in the beginning of the word, but there really isn't any close tie between divartem and lechu. It's really, the tie is between chu and lechu. I think it's here just done for the feel of like the ease of pronunciation. Velechu, valechu. Like it's just an issue of pronunciation here. It's not structural.
good morning, Ty. Ty says good morning from Melbourne,
Hello, Ty.
Australia.
And finally, what is going on with this one here?
And
I'm sorry that I feel like I'm preaching today, but it's a lot of grammar stuff going on in these verses.
is this some kind of imperative? And let you bless me too?
So we've
And
got
is that-
imperative, we have imperative
It doesn't
and
look like
imperative.
Right.
And this is a continuation of the imperative feeling, but it's not an imperative form.
Right.
So what form is it? Let's
Second
ignore
person Joseph.
this one. And what is that? Verachtem.
I don't know. Is that a call? No, it would be call.
Well, it's
a
PL.
All right. Oh, okay. Okay. So it's a PL. It's a PL imperative, and there's a tsere. I'm guessing. It's a guess. Usually in a PL, you'd have a dagesh in the second root letter. Since it's a resh and it can't take a dagesh, compensatory lengthening would put the tsere under the bait.
Okay. So normally there would be dagesh here with chirik, but because the resh cannot take the dagesh, then this is lengthened, compensatory lengthening, yes. So it's not imperative though. This is katal.
Wow. Okay.
Katal meaning past tense.
Right.
Katal is normally the past tense. But what we have here is the imperative
It's an irreal
and
perfect.
imperative. And then instead of another imperative, it uses vekatal. Vekatal. And vekatal is what Homestead and Cook call, like Jonathan said, irreal perfect.
But it has
That is, it's a perfect form. It looks like the past tense, but it's prefixed with the vav, and it is irreal in sense. Irreal meaning it continues the sense of the imperative. Take and go and bless.
Is that a bless like the southern bless part, which really means screw
And you shall bless also me. You shall bless
No,
also
because he's talking about himself, so probably not.
What?
All right.
Gamoti.
Nothing. Yeah.
And
okay.
you shall bless also
Even
me. Yeah. In other words, you go and worship your God and say a blessing for me also when you're worshiping.
The NRSV has ask a blessing for me too! Exclamation point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. That's a lot of stuff. There's so much involved because of all these little differences in vowels and stuff. But moving on. Adel, verse 33.
Oh, Muriel is complimenting your pen. Having your pen
yes.
again.
New pen. It was a free. It was a free replacement. Isn't that nice? Shiloh got it
That
for
is
me
nice.
from KSP. It's a free replacement.
Okay. So 33. ותחזק מצרים על העם, למהר לשלחם מן הארץ, כי אמרו כולנו מתים.
Hmm.
And the Egyptians strongly heard
Technically, this is the country, Egypt.
Egypt forcibly, in a hurry, send the
So technically, this is Chazak is they were strong. They were strong upon the people, meaning they strongly urged them.
okay.
They became strong over them, meaning they urged them to do it. Go, go, go, go, go.
Okay. Yeah. למהר לשלחם. And in a hurry, they send him in a hurry from the land, for they said, we're all dead, right? Or
We could take mitim as a participle, meaning we are all dying.
dying.
And many times with the participle, it's used like with this feeling of like it's about to happen. We're all about to die. We're all going to die. We're all dying. We're all about to die. Okay, so Egypt urged the people to hurry to send them away. To hurry to send them away. What's he say? Let my people go. To hurry to let them go from the land. So we've seen several times here where they're not only are they letting them go, but they're really pushing them. Go, go, go, right? So obviously the attitude of the people in Egypt had changed. Because before they were like, no, we don't need to let them go. But now they're hurrying. Hurry to let them go. So what is this? L'shalacham. L'shalacham.
Shliach, is it it's possible, isn't it? Lishalcham?
Can be participle.
It's an
Infinitive. I'm
infinitive.
sorry, I apologize. It's my accent. It's infinitive. I meant to say infinitive, by the way.
So it's an infinitive construct.
Yep.
And the infinitive is l'shaleach. L'shaleach. So what's going on with that on the end?
It's them. It's
Otam.
Batam, yeah.
L'shaleach otam. L'shaleach otam. To send away them. So the otam ending goes on here, and it's them. And then this syllable also reduces. L'shalecham. L'shalecham, to send them away. What's the difference between lishloach otam and l'shaleach otam? Lishloach and l'shaleach. It's the same root, right? Shin lamed chet.
Lishloach. I'm not really sure.
So God sent Isaiah to the people, Ushalach et Yeshayahu la'am, or ela'am. Shalach. Did God shileach or shilach et Yeshayahu la'am? Did God send him with shileach or with shalach?
Shalach.
Shalach, because shalach means send. Like you send people to a meeting, you send a letter to someone, right? But shileach or shilach means he sent out, he sent away. So this is the intensive root. Okay, the PL is the intensive root. So this is sent, and this is sent out, sent away. Okay, so it's the difference between also like shavar, ushavar mashu, he broke something, and shiber. Shiber is like he broke it to pieces, he shattered it. So this is broke, and this is shattered.
Smash.
What's an example from the Bible?
Moses
Shiber.
shattering the tablet.
Yes. Moses threw the tablets down on the ground and shattered them. It uses shiber, not shavar. Okay, so that's the difference between shalach and shileach. All right, great. Lots of stuff. What a good chapter. Vayisa ha'am et b'tzeko batzek. Batzek. Okay, this is normally batzek is made of what? Eggs, flour, oil, and a leavening agent, right? Something to make it rise. Leaven. Batzek is dough. You use it for pizza, use it for bread, use it for whatever. Cakes, right? What do you call cake? You don't call it you call it batter, not dough. You call it batter. Anyway, terem yehmatz. Terem is the word that's used in Genesis chapter 2, saying that God, that he planted the seed, something before it had ever grown, before terem yitzmach, like before it had grown from the ground, every wild plant, right? משארותם צרורות בסמלותם על שכמם. My eyes are very tired. I got up really early today. So he picked up the people picked up their dough. So his is the people, it's their collective. Before it was leavened, before it yechmatz. Yechmatz is related to the word chometz, which means vinegar, and chamutz, which means sour, and chametz. Chametz is leaven. It's the thing that you can't eat during Passover. Chametz. So yechmatz is before it became leavened, before it began to rise. So the people picked up their dough before it was leavened. Misharotam tzururot besimlotam. I think that I'm not sure about the meaning of this. I should look this up. Tzururot is like bound together or tied together in their clothes. It looks like sheriot, like what's
It's a kneading
left over.
board.
What is it?
A kneading board where you knead dough.
Ah, the kneading board. Nice. The kneading board tied up in their garments, in their clothes, on their shoulders, on their back. What's the difference with Shechem? Shechem. Is it? I don't know if it's with Segol. It looks like it's Segol. I'm not sure. Shechem and Katef. These are words that mean shoulder, right? You're aware?
I knew Shechem, but not Kataf. Katef.
Okay, so Katef is this right here. This is Katef. Again, we talked about the parts of the hand where the whole thing is the yad, the whole thing. Zroa is the upper arm. The amma is the lower arm. Kaf yad is the hand itself. Katef is this part right here. Okay, it's where you put your head. If you're crying on somebody, you put it on their shoulder. Katef. Together, they're called tefaim, shoulders. When you put a weight on your shoulders, like you're lifting weights and you're squatting, you don't put it here. You put it along the back, under the neck, on the upper back right here. It's connecting between the shoulders. This is the shechem. that area that connects between the shoulders where you put a weight if you're lifting something. So I'm sure you remember Handel's Messiah, and the government will be upon his shoulder, right? It's not katef, it's shechem, right? For unto us a child is born, right? It's
You're
Isaiah
late in
chapter
the
9.
season for that.
It's Isaiah chapter 9, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Let's take a look real quick.
Is Shechem and the Samarian city Shechem, are they
Nope.
related in any way? No, it's totally different.
Shechem is it's like Shin and then Chem, like with Shva. Shva doesn't count. Shechem is the shoulder. Shechem is a place. כי ילד יולד לנו, בן ניתן לנו, ותהי המשרה על שכמו. Because that's where you carry weight. It says the government will be upon his Shechem. Okay, that's the difference. Let's see Shechem if it has segol. They read it. What? No way. They read it as Shechem? How can that be? It's Shechem. Pausal form Shechem. This is how we say the word Shechem, but maybe in the Bible it's Shechem. I've never heard it like that. That does look like the city name.
Yeah.
It does look like it. Let's check. I don't feel like it should be. See, Shechem is a part of the body on which to carry a heavy load. That's where between your shoulders. It's not the shoulder itself. But let's see. Shechem, place name. On the linguistic status of the word is a place name, blah, blah, blah. It's the accent. It has the accent on the ultima, as in the Amorite. There's elision of the vowel in the penultimate syllable.
Just look down. It says, for the Egyptian forms correspond to Sakmani or Sakmeni, two shoulders.
What? Well, it is related.
I always thought that, Shechem was on a mountain or on a hill that resembled the shoulder.
Interesting.
And that's how the name, but I might, I don't know where I got that. It's just in my head.
I want to check Modern Hebrew Dictionary real quick, because to me it's Shechem in the shoulder, like the back. But I could just be wrong. Morphics. Come on, you are taking up too much time. Internet is slow. Okay, let's say Shechem. Where is it? This is a city, so that doesn't count. שכם, החלק העליון של הגב שמתחת לעורף ובין הכתפיים. They read it as Shechem. And when you go into, that's the city. Forget that. The city Shechem, which is Nablus in Arabic. Anyway, as far as modern Hebrew is concerned, it's Shechem. And that's how I know it. But apparently, Shechem. Okay. Great. Should we look up that word mash'arotam? You said that it was what exactly?
We have
the
1
cutting
minute.
board,
Kneading board where you knead dough.
In what verse is this?
34.
Oops. Exodus 12:34. Let's grab this. This will be the last. I'm sorry I talked so much this time. Mish'eret, the kneading trough, together with tanur. Pene. Interesting. I'm not aware of that word. I'm not a cook. I don't do things in the kitchen. Anyway, so we got through verse 34. Let's skip just a little bit forward and take another verse before we go. Okay, they took everything from the Egyptians, their gold and silver and blah, blah, blah. Okay, what we need to know is that according to the story, the children of Israel lived in Egypt exactly 430 years. This is Moshav b'nei Yisrael asher yashavu b'Mitzrayim 30 shana ו400 shana. So the dwelling of the people of Israel, which they dwelt in Egypt, was 30 years and 400 years. Not only that, ויהי מקץ 30 שנה ו400 שנה, ויהי בעצם היום הזה, on the very day, יצאו כל צבאות אדוני מארץ מצרים. So the end of that 430 days, on the very day, the hosts of the Lord left Egypt. That is, it was exactly the same day, supposedly, that Jacob went down into Egypt. 430 years later, on the same day, God brought them out of Egypt. And that expression is be'etzem hayom hazeh, on that very day. And then we have the rules about keeping the Passover. There are some rules here about foreigners not eating from it. But if you circumcise them, it's like they convert to Judaism, and they can eat from the Passover. Same thing here. This is what's important, verse 49. Torah achat yeh la'ezrach v'lager agar b'tochachem. There will be the same law, one law for the native born and for the foreigner who lives in your midst. I think that's a nice principle, that there needs to be fairness, the same law, the same treatment for people, even if they weren't born in your own land. The last verse of the passage, Vayhi be'etzem hayom hazeh, again, it came to pass on that very day, Hotzi Adonai et bnei Yisrael me'eretz Mitzrayim al tzivotam. So God brought the children of Israel out of Egypt, company by company, by their hosts. Notice that as Israel goes into the desert, they are turned from a people of slavery into a nation, and a nation of armies. So whenever we get out of Exodus into Deuteronomy, we see that they are arranging themselves as hosts to go in and take the promised land. And that's the way that we're working. So appreciate you guys. Any comments before we close out? Because we are a little bit over time.
Marielle says thank you. You're
And
welcome,
I say thank you
Marielle.
too.
Oh, you're welcome. Whoops, sorry.
And I appreciate you guys being with me. This is really nice.
I enjoyed it very much. Thank you, Jason. It was great.
Good. Tell
Okay,
everyone she
take
needs
care,
to be here.
everybody. See you next
Bye-bye.
week.
All
See
right,
you
we'll
next
see you.
week.
Jonathan, you coming to the next session?
I suppose.
I suppose. All right, see you there.